set the tone for all to remember. You rewrite history, the greatest pretenders. You rewrite history, the greatest pretenders.
Are you ready to be entertained? Let's jump into another reaction of True Blood. This is season 2, episode 4. Let's get right into it, y'all. Full reactions are available. The links are down below. And while you're down there, please hit the like button, share, and don't forget to comment. Now, without further ado, let's jump into True Blood and find out exactly what this show has got to give. Well. Very good episode. There's a lot of questions that I have to be answered. Let's start with the witch lady. So she's the claw person that's going around scratching people, and I wonder if she scratched that lady and now that lady is like under her spell or something. But it's weird because she doesn't even really need to scratch people because she does that little thing and then everybody starts like doing whatever she wants. And they're like eating dirt, they're rolling around, they're having sex. And does she like get power through people having sex? Like, what is this lady's deal? She's a very interesting character, definitely a good villain for this story, but it just leaves, every time I see her and she starts, I always have more and more and more and more questions. Eric, I have to say, Eric and that haircut is giving me life, liberty, and especially justice. He's very attractive and he's definitely growing on me as we continue on through this season and moving forward. I'm like obsessed with Eric at this point. Almost, I should say almost, because I'm about to tell you almost and then I stopped. But I'm almost obsessed with him, which is starting to become a little dangerous for all parties involved. Sookie, I tried to remember what somebody said in the comment section where they say like Sookie's from a small town and like, you know, she's young, so you kind of have to give her a little bit of grace. And that's what I'm trying to do, y'all. I'm trying to give her a little bit of grace. And she doesn't, I don't hate the character. And I went through here to see where else or what other movies and TV shows she's been in. And she has been in all the X-Men movies. That's the only ones I really know of her. But she was in something very currently in 2022, which is extremely interesting. I think I've heard a lot of the movies she's in. I just never seen them. And when she was in X-Men, she played Rogue, and I did like the character Rogue. So I think it's just this particular character and how she plays the character. And I also believe, don't quote me, but I believe this show was one of her first shows when she started acting. Actually, I just lied to you because it says right here she won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress at the age of 11, becoming the second youngest winner in Oscar history. As a child actress, she had roles in Fly Away Home, Jane Whatever, and Amistad, the Member of the Wedding, and Walk of the Moon. So she's been acting a lot, majority of her life, like her whole life. And she's also from New Zealand, which I did not know. So she's a great actress, so we give her props there. So that's why I can't help the faces I make because sometimes she does that little bounce and then she swings that stupid ponytail and she does these weird faces when she talks and it irritates the shit out of me. But overall, she's one of those characters. So starting today, I have came to terms with, I will not hate this character. I'm coming into terms with her, but she's going to irritate me and I might say it, but I do not hate her. So there's that. Bill, I like him. There's no problems. I feel like some people said they didn't like him, which is also extremely interesting. I already told you guys I'm obsessed with Eric. Lafayette's scene when he got finally healed by drinking Eric's blood, which, by the way, I find very fascinating that this show depicts people actually drinking blood and they're not like getting sick themselves or even turning, because I'm so used to like when you see vampires and they bite somebody and to turn them completely, the person who got bit or is turning into a vampire generally drinks from their master's blood, or they're drinking or killing or drinking, I should say, because it could be dead, another person's blood. And it's just interesting that in here, that's not how it happens at all. Godric, I think it's Godric, right? Or Godfrey? No, it's Godric? Whatever. So I'm still very fascinated about this character, and it seems like I know what's going on. When Jason Stackhouse mentioned to that blonde lady and her husbands that he has a sister that dated a vampire, I think that what they're doing is using Jason to get to Sookie, to possibly get to Bill, and to get other people while they have Godric. And by the ending of this season, we're gonna have the church versus the vampires. Or maybe the church is trying to provoke a war between the vampires and humans so that the church can now get involved and start killing vampires and it being okay. I think that's what's happening. But I want to know who Godric is, and hopefully I'll get to meet this vampire very, very soon. I also found it a gag when Sookie was like, "Oh no, it's the church. The church could do no wrong." And Bill was like, "The church has done worse," because that is like, even in real life, like, the church has done real bad things in its history. Look it up in case you do not know. And I also find it really interesting how we have like the church depict hate with love, right? They keep talking about God, 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 as in current, even in this world that we're in. Step outside, y'all, and look around. But people in this today's world will always preach good, but they're masking it with hate. And it's really interesting because this church always talks about God, and then they always end up talking about killing. And it's like, thou shalt not kill is literally up there in the 10 Commandments. What in the is going on? So I really did enjoy this episode. It wasn't my favorite thus far. I think somebody said this was one of their favorite episodes. I would rank this an 8. I think it was pretty good, and we're getting closer to finding out more about these characters. Are we at the midway? No, we're not at the midway mark yet. But I'm excited. I'm excited to continue on to this journey, and it is getting very, very good. That's all I have to say, y'all. I'm done. I'm kind of thinking about food right now. You guys know I'm a fat ass and I need to eat. So, thank you guys so much for being here. While you're already here, please check out all my other reactions. Until next time, I'm off this.